not getting discovery calls, there's a couple things. First, yes, we have to kind of change with the times. So I would do a few things. Number one, I would open yourself up for intro calls or virtual coffee dates or networking calls in addition to discovery calls. So in other words, you might pitch, just like your client who did the magnesium evaluation on your social media, you might pitch magnesium evaluation available this week, 5 spots, who wants it, can't wait, and see who responds to that. And no, going into it, it's not a discovery call yet. It's just an intro chat to see if they're even a fit. So you have to drive your volume up first before you can refine and say, is this a discovery call or is this, a shorter intro chat? The second thing is, I love using Instagram and Facebook as a tool to connect with new people. And also I use LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a whole message series that's kind of like a drip, multiple touch point campaign on LinkedIn that shares my podcast, asks what they're struggling with, gives them some tips, invites them to my Facebook group, etc., and then eventually invites them to a free intro call, sharing the one key thing that you need to do in your business to blah, blah, blah. So I give them a reason to book a call.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another really important thing is when you're posting on social media, give a real enticing reason to actually book the intro call, not this is a sales call.
Mm-hmm.
And the third thing I would say is like Facebook groups and the Instagram search page. If you know your ideal client, you have a really clear avatar, get into groups where they hang out, bring some value to those groups, connect with new people, and don't be afraid to continue the touch points via, private message if they ask a certain question and you want to carry out the conversation in a message, meaning they asked a question in the group, things like that. So I think you have to get a little creative about A, what's the reason they need to book this initial call? B, I got to drive volume up. So even if it's not with a potential client, maybe you're just going to start with some networking calls with people who might know someone or have a group or community that your ideal client is a part of to see if you can do collaborations. And C, just reach outs. I mean, honestly, connecting with people, building relationships every day, rather than expecting them to come to you through Google Business and those other tools. It takes time, but it's what you got to do.